In this video, I'm going to talk about watermarking your images, your photographs or your photographs of paintings or anything like that. My name is Katie Frid and I'm an artist and author and illustrator, and I'm making these videos to help out other artists with things that I've learnt along the way. And I would have loved to have had at the big start of when I was doing art just somebody to go, look, do this, this and this. I've got loads of other videos, so watch all my other videos and you might learn something even if you've been doing art for a while. So this video, as I said, is about watermarking and protecting your pictures online. A lot of people upload lots of things to Facebook, Twitter, social media generally. They're especially artists trying to get their work out there, so they upload all their photographs to these places. And they don't think about the fact that anybody could print these pictures out from there. Just like they might think, oh, I like that picture, I don't want to pay the artist, but I'm just going to print the artwork out on my printer and stick it in a frame. It won't be perfect quality, but it will be good enough to have in a frame on the wall or whatever. So you're kind of losing a sale when that happens. And also people can steal things. So my tips also for websites as well, people just on their own websites will put good quality images on their websites. And there is an argument to say, yeah, put a good quality image because you're showing off your work. But then there's another argument, most artists would be wanting to protect their work. So it'd be perfectly understandable if you've got watermarks on your work. I watermark everything that is an art photo or a photo of a painting. I put a watermark on there. It just slows people down if they're trying to steal your images. I think the experts can figure out a way around taking the watermark off, I've heard, but for a lot of people it will be, I wouldn't know how to take a watermark off. So but another tip that I've got is to reduce the resolution of the photograph you upload, because if you never upload a full resolution photograph, a really good quality photograph, then even if they take the watermark off, if they expand that, it's just going to be pixelated, it's going to be rubbish. So they can either only have a little image, or if they expand it, it's just going to be rubbish. So I think reducing your resolution in a way is a better way to protect your image. So you can make sure that for a normal screen, normal size computer screen, whatever that is nowadays, but a normal maybe desktop screen, you can make sure the photograph is at a good resolution for somebody to look at on a screen and see how good enough it is to buy, but to not be good enough for any enlargements or printing out or anything like that. So I would definitely say change the resolution, and it does take time, but you're protecting your work. And once something's on the internet, I always like to think that if something's on the internet, words or pictures, once you've put something on the internet, it's pretty much there. Even if you've got privacy settings and all this other stuff, you've got to think like it's there, semi-public, it's for everybody, even if you've got your privacy settings on, because there are always ways around these things and there's always people hacking and things like that. So just be careful. I know a lot of people upload really good resolution things to Flickr. I just wouldn't want to do that myself. You know, if you make that decision, just do it knowing that although you may have the copyright, people will still steal stuff. So I would never do that. So, and also with Facebook, I don't know, they keep changing their rules, but one time their rules were that they could have the copyright you'd see things like somebody would die in the news and they'd have a photograph that was clearly taken from Facebook. And I thought, you know, Facebook just able to print these pictures of people, they're just able to access their photograph and their albums. And I thought, you know what, if Facebook can do that and they don't have to pay anybody for doing that, because that's part of the contract, that they can sell these pictures without, you know, if there's a relevance or something. So all my photographs on Facebook will have a watermark. So if they do get printed in a paper or anything like that, they're going to have the watermark on. They can't remove it. They can't take a copy of one of my pictures without the watermark on, because it's got to have the watermark. They might have a license to print it sell it to a paper or whatever, print it in a paper, but they can only use the one that's got the watermark on it. They can't remove that and print it. So I like to do that to all my painting photographs. It does take a little bit extra time. I use GIMP, which is a free software thing. GIMP stands for graphic and illustration. To be honest, I don't know what it stands for, but it's like Photoshop. So, but it's free, and I don't have Microsoft Word. So I'd recommend that. If you've got Adobe Photoshop, then fantastic. And if you haven't, then download GIMP and use that. Just put in watermark. You can search on YouTube for how to watermark. There's loads of tutorials of how to do it with GIMP or with Photoshop. Then get your watermark over your images, and as big as you like, as small as you like, even if you just use your name, so that if that does get copied, and you can put it wherever you like, but it might get sliced off if it's at the bottom. But you could put your name on it, or your website, so people can then find you. So even if it does get shared, they can find you. And obviously you really want your pictures to be shared on Facebook. You want people to like your pictures and pass them on, because it's getting your name known. But it's better if you've got that watermark there and a low resolution. So they're my little tips about watermarking. You'll have to search online for tutorials of actually how to do it, but this is just to tell you to do it. I would not want to put my pictures online without protecting them, because you're just losing your control over them. The only sites I haven't, things like Redbubble, I've uploaded a proper image to, but they have their own watermark thing, so people can't print off the picture, but they can still make prints of your work for you, so that's not so bad. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to watch the other videos and comment if you've got any comments or questions about watermarking that I haven't answered. I can always do another video. Like, subscribe, find me on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.